several other football players were honored at the Grand Ballroom, including this special award given by Coach Gonzalez.
I'd like to present an award to a young man that has done beyond anyone can imagine. If you have any phobia within yourself, try and imagine weighing 265 or 290 pounds in 7th grade, getting put into a situation where crowded hallways, and that's one of the things that you have problems with. When people bump into you, you feel like glass is breaking. He went from that position to lifting weights for the past 5 years religiously, ended up going into the weight room, started benching 95 pounds, finished at about 280 pounds, squatting over 300 pounds, deadlifting over 300 pounds, and sitting here in this room tonight is a triumph because he can't handle it. I'd like to give the Courageous Award, this year's recipient, Brendan Sheehy. You're an inspiration.
Okay, I'd like to thank Coach Gonzalez. I'd like to thank, God for blessing me with great looks and great athletic ability.
Scarlet's co-captain Mike Porcelli brought home some hardware as he won the Hatch Rosedahl Memorial Football Award. In volleyball, Brittany Margiotta received special recognition. Jillian Pedrani was named Distinguished Volleyball Player, and the most outstanding senior on the volleyball team, none other than Mary Sheehy. Coming up on Sports Time Plus from the Marriott Hotel at Glen Point, Marquise McMillan, Chris Quacha, Warren Murphy, three big names for Ridgefield Park basketball. Find out which one would walk away with the Most Valuable Player award. And Ridgefield Park's Jimmy Cowan just might be the wackiest public address announcer in North Jersey. We talk with him next.
Look at this Verizon bill. It's complicated. It's like a puzzle. It's not fun to play. Bills don't have to be this complicated. That's why I have Time Warner Cable. Their bills are simple. Who can understand something like this? You'd have to be like some sort of genius. Hey, Martin, what is a Verizon subscriber line charge?
Yeah, me.
Martin doesn't know. Martin did my taxes.
Simple bills? Verizon doesn't have them. Time Warner Cable does. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
To Sports Time Plus here at the Grand Ballroom at the Glen Point Marriott Hotel. We're at the 2009 Ridgefield Park Athletics Awards dinner. Well, when you Google the name Jimmy Cowan on your computer, he comes up listed as an associate professor of Northern Arizona University, a far cry from Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. But the Jimmy Cowan we're talking about just might be one of the craziest public address announcers I've ever met. Let's take a look. Before the Ridgefield Park Scarlets rock the rims.
And now for your Scarlets of Ridgefield Park!
Jimmy Cowan takes center court.
He's all over the place. He's like a big cheerleader.
At 6'2", junior, forward number 2, Marquise McMillan.
For more than 5 years, Jimmy Cowan has been the public address announcer for boys and girls basketball. And let's just say, he could get a little wacky.
He starts kicking his leg, getting down low with his fist and jumping into it when he calls the kids' names out.
Just the way he holds out the long notes when he says your name.
Alicia Giera. Number 30, David.
Gianna Skr! Get a little head shake going. Skirbo!
We're at the games, and the music's playing, the teams are warming up, and the music stops a minute before when the buzzer goes off, and we all know that Callan's coming on the mic.
Your Scarlets of Ridgefield Park!
And the whole crowd flips out, because we know it's Jim Callan.
And like any good PA announcer, Callan has his signature catchphrase.
You know, I guess I got it from maybe for the Duke games, or, when they're jumping up and down, and I put my own little brand on it.
And it's spread across the entire school.
in the hallways, in the classroom.
1, 2, 3.
A lot of AOs going on.
It's a way of just, sharing, energy and Scarlet pride. And that's what it's all about. I say it all the time. It's a great day to be a Scarlet.
And it's not just Callan's cool catchphrases that keep RP rocking. Callan has become a household name.
And I know they look forward to it. Before the games, during the day, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. It just happens. It's a spontaneous thing, and it's when you know the kids that well and you see kind of joy it brings to the crowd, and, and that's why you do it.
Number 24, Chris Leitchuk.
Callan also coaches girls soccer and helps out with softball, yet he still has the time to bring everyone together behind the mic.
Just try to keep it fun. The kids will never forget it, and that's what you're trying to bring to the crowd, to the people in the stands, make it, an unforgettable experience.
And at Ridgefield Park, Jimmy Callan's voice and fun spirit won't be forgotten either.
And now for your Scarlets of Ridgefield Park!
You can watch and listen to Jimmy Callan at boys and girls basketball games throughout the winter. And speaking of boys basketball, what a season for the Scarlets, one of their best in recent memory. Let's take a look back at this season's Ridgefield Park Scarlets. Outlet to McMillan. Marquise the Artiste with the hammer. You can call this Scarlets basketball season a slam dunk. RP started off red hot, winning their first 11 games, including the Garfield Christmas Tournament for the third time in 4 years.
It's a tradition here now that, we got to win games, and that's what we're doing, keeping the tradition.
One of their biggest games came against Fort Lee, a team that had 3 of the best scoring guards in Bergen County, Sandy Burgos, Amadou Ba, and Terrell Merritt. A thrilling game that went back and forth. Finally, in overtime, the Scarlets came out on top.
We really had to play tonight, and I could not be happier. I mean, what drama? What else could you ask for?
After a first-round exit in the Bergen County Jamboree, the Scarlets set their sights on winning their first BCSL American title since 1995. But they would have to get through Fort Lee a second time, and this time the Bridgemen guaranteed a victory.
I guarantee we'll win on Thursday night, February 19th. That will be Ridgefield Park at Ridgefield Park.
In front of a packed house at Ridgefield Park, senior Chris Quacha took over, scoring 19 points, and strong play by Warren Murphy and Marquise McMillan gave the Scarlets a 58-53 win and put them one step closer to a league title.
Our seniors who have been through this for the last couple of years as a group really want to have a shot at being league champs, and they came through at the end.
The Scarlets' final regular season game was against a good Cliffside Park team. It was simple, win and you're in. The Scarlets needed to beat the Red Raiders to clinch the league title, but if they lost and second place Fort Lee won, it would mean the two teams would share the league crown. In another overtime thriller, the Scarlets fell short, 63-59, but Fort Lee also lost that night, making Ridgefield Park the outright BCSL American champs. 21 wins, a 15-3 league record, 3 players averaging better than 10 points per game. The Scarlets had one of their best seasons in school history.